What up? What up? Hey, man. We live here for that AE Dynamite. We here. We here. Can y'all hear it? Can you hear it? First stream ever. Kinda. AEW Dynamite. We live it. Opening segment. Well, Ospreay, Kenny Omega, World Champ. What's up with all these pro wrestling companies teaming up? You know, they always have the opponents team up before pay-per-views, but what's up with that? Can y'all hear, chat? Can y'all hear? Let me know. There comes John Moxley. What should I say? The bald-headed Triple H son looking at, man. Here comes the pillar. Oh, shit. It's Darby, who has single-handedly had a... Oh, hold on. The man who single-handedly had a better world title reign than, like, the last 5 WWE World Champions combined. Crazy work. Darby, man, you gotta quit taking these crazy ass spots, man. Your spinal gonna be done by the time you 40. Darby Allin better not be Kevin. It better not happen.
The last time that AEW was in this building was just before Thanksgiving of last year.
I do like how they be having Renee ringside reporting, make it feel like a, you know what I'm saying, legit.
These were injuries sustained by the hands of Kevin Knight. However, Kevin Knight has a different mission tonight. He's going solo, no help from the Don Callis family. Tonight he
Yeah, right.
to out-wrestle Darby Allin.
Well, we messed with the DCF over here. DCF!
Georgia, weighing 211 pounds, PSET NT champion, Kevin Knight.
There he is. There he is.
Athletes, you don't become TNT champion by accident, but do you believe that Kevin Knight can out-wrestle Darby Allin?
You do if Tony Khan like your ass.
Not many people have been able to out-wrestle Darby Allin. Darby Allin has made a career out of winning matches when other people just want to try to survive. And as you see, Kevin Knight is being very, very conscious about this. by walking around the ring.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with Darby. He's unpredictable.
Darby better not beat the pillar.
And here he comes.
It better not happen. Oh, Darby, he's going out fast. Starting it off quick.
Referee Paul Turner trying to get the action inside the ring so this match can officially begin. But Darby Allin looking to press this advantage on the floor. Sending Kevin Knight over the barricade here at the Pinnacle.
I like this game plan by Darby right now.
Oh, man, don't be having my man. Hey, don't be having Kevin Knight lose like this. Darby beating his ass.
Right out of the box here. And look at this. Darby's going to get a head start here for crying out loud.
Kevin Knight pinned against the barricade. Darby!
Sheesh.
Crashing back into the ringside area.
So important if you can get an advantage on your opponent. It's full speed.
This man Darby already taking big ass bumps and spots already.
Jump in a match. A lot of times it's tough for them to come back.
Tony, it was this past weekend at Collision where Kevin
Peace.
eclipsed the high watermark of defenses in a single reign of the TNT Championship, a record previously held by Darby Allin and by Kyle Fletcher. Kevin Knight now stands alone at the top.
Better than all of them.
The reason for the animosity of this match, of course, goes back to our last pay-per-view.
Former pillar versus the current pillar.
Oh my God.
Love to see it. Here we go. Darby Allin already taking the high risk. This is crazy. Not even 6 minutes. Not even 6 minutes into this match for real good, bruh. Man then took already 2 high ass spots already.
Oh, he's insane. And I'm telling you, he's been insane from the jump.
Yeah, I agree with you, Taz.
As a day one guy, Darby is just different. Watch this elevation.
Woo!
And just in the distance, just reckless.
Woo!
That angle, you get a great look at the distance covered by Darby Allin.
This dude, Darby Allin's a maniac.
Knee of his Kevin Knight clutching his hip, his lower back, as the both men, champion and challenger, into the ring. The bell has sounded in our TNT Championship match.
Darby better not win this match.
Bell rings, it's official once the two athletes are in the ring at the same time. But all of that insane physicality before.
Yeah, there we go, Kevin. Yeah. Tear his eyes out.
Trying to slow the pace of this onslaught down.
Oh my goodness, man. How many high spots you gonna take, Darby Allin? Sheesh.
How tough and rigid your body is. You lay there, you're in pain.
And Kevin Knight flies off the back elbow. Double rough landing for Darby Allin. Tony, you alluded to it a few moments ago. It was double or nothing this past May. New York City, Darby Allin, he was defeated. He lost the AEW World Championship, but after that, he was strapped to a stretcher. He had to undergo, as we take
The structure for that medicine. Nice work. You give it,
but it was Darby Allin strapped to the stretcher. Kevin Knight, though, leapt from the top turnbuckle to a defenseless Darby Allin and crushed him. And he said the reason he did that is because Darby let
still
everyone
steps.
down by losing the AEW World Championship.
I'm not so sure that was really the case. But the fact is that it is lit a fire under Darby Allin that does not need to be lit.
I still stand. Kevin Knight did not need to join the Don Callis family. But I like the Don Callis family, so I ain't mad at it. Yeet. Holy moly.
Face first into the steel steps.
God, what did we just see? Just popped off the top of the freaking steel steps.
Paul Turner tried his best to regain control of this match. I'm not sure he even had control of this match. Now back last November, Continental Classic, as we take another look at this. Kevin Knight earned the victory, earned the 3 points over Darby Allin, but he hospitalized Darby Allin. But the relationship between these two men, Taz, goes back much further than that. The Buddy Wayne Wrestling Academy in the Pacific Northwest, both Kevin Knight and Darby Allin, products of that great institution. As Knight goes for the cover here, Darby looks like he's lacerated over the right eye, Taz.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. And Kevin sees that, and he's throwing a bunch of haymakers right at that open wound. But you talk about, their history from back in the day. I mean, there could be some bad blood. There obviously is that you don't hear about. And Darby's in bad shape. And guys, I do think the TNT champion, Kevin Knight, has an advantage in this match just because of that hell that Darby went through last week by Brian Cage. We saw some of it at the top of this match. He's not 100%.
But to his counterpoint, Kevin Knight, whatever damage he suffers tonight at the hands of Darby Allin will not serve him well this Sunday at Redemption when he has to challenge Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship.
Well, that's true. Right now, as you know, you got to deal with the fight in front of you, and you're dealing with Darby Allin. This is no joke here for Kevin Knight.
I'm not so sure that Darby Allin's ever been 100% in a match that he wasn't.
Yeah, for real.
Right. I think you're right, Tony.
That's the old wrestling cliche, Taz. No wrestler's ever at 100%.
I'm still not.
They go to corpsing on commentary.
Hammering Knight between the shoulder blades.
That blood coming down that right eye like we talked about Excalibur.
What the hell is this?
Crowding up that face.
Ooh! Darby hitting an avalanche code red. I'm pretty sure you just heard Excalibur. That mother. For all you out there watching, I've said it plenty of times. I do not like Excalibur. Not one bit.
I'm missing where it's at. I don't know if we have a shot of it. Is it his eyes? Is it his head? Apart from those steps, obviously the steel coming up. Look at this though.
The extra rotation on that code red from the ropes sent Kevin Knight onto his feet and allowed Darby to hit a second one in quick succession and very nearly began his third reign as TNT champion. Darby doing a good job of maintaining control of Kevin Knight's wrist. And now, oh no. Oh, jeez. Pretty nice.
Dang.
Into the top.
Darby Allin get nasty with it. Pause though.
Tear his bicep.
And here goes again.
Knight out to the floor. Oh my God. And Darby.
Coffin drop. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on, AEW. Wait a minute.
Darby began his third reign as TNT champion. Will Kevin Knight headed to Redemption with all the momentum? We will find out as this match continues.
As you know, if the screen goes dark, and you don't hear nothing, ads!
For an earthquake of goodness.
this.
Man, my damn glasses broke.
Now to approach their match
Fuck.
completely different.
I'm doing like this. Hold on. You're gonna steal one. You're gonna be ghetto.
Bodies at 1 0. This is the first time
Yeah,
the pace
yeah.
has really slowed down in this match.
We back
Understandably so.
from the fucking commercial break. Not as egregious as WWE. Man, look at this chick. My damn glasses done broke, man. Daisy.
As TNT
Man, that's some
champion,
bullshit.
Dynamite looking to continue to set records as most defenses inside a single reign as TNT champion, and we are kicking off Redemption Week in a very big way. Of course, coming up this Saturday night, Collision 8/7 Central on TNT and HBO Max, immediately followed by the countdown to Redemption, and then this Sunday special start time 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, the Redemption buy-in, and then followed up by the big event on pay-per-view on HBO Max, 7 Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, Redemption, live from Montreal, the Bell Center.
Uh-oh. The classic ref spot. Here comes the DCF. Beat Darby Allin's ass. Wait, no, they ain't nobody came out yet. Where the DCF at?
Darby Allin in a wrestling match. He didn't want the Don Callis family.
Fuck the tactics. Have the DCF come out.
He came out and said, "Where's my belt?" Well, he found it. Well, he knows there's an opportunity. He's going to crack Darby upside the head.
I don't blame him. I don't think Paul Turner. I look up my monitor, Taz. Paul Turner's still down on the outside, completely unaware of what's potentially about to
Yeah, because he just got knocked out, bruh. No! Darby reverses into a scorpion death drop.
Darby kind of lured him in that time, Taz. He did. Yeah,
Oh.
no question.
See, look at a ref though here. I mean, you know, it's a championship match. Yeah, Paul Turner, Taz, to your point, he was punching the back of the head. I think his head flipped that middle rope upon the impact with Darby Allin. And Darby,
There you go.
now he wants
Bro,
to,
Darby actually about to beat Kevin right here. Wait, hold on.
he wants to earn
Wait. Oh, there we go. Yes!
champion. And it will not happen yet.
Yes!
Darby on the back.
Let's go, Kevin. Let's go. Let's go.
Wait a second.
Two fly. Show him why you the jet. Come on, Kevin. Damn, you taking 5,000 years. Peace! Right in his kisser.
Darby's got to be out cold.
Well, he's not done.
Go to the top.
He knows you got
To the
do
top.
everything you can to Darby Allin.
To the top.
He's got to do this.
To the top. Come on, bro. Why you taking so much? Ugh. Hungies. 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 That's 3 of them. There we go. Darby. Darby better not have won this damn match. Better not happen. That's like 10 defenses for Kevin Knight now, right?
To even the odds against Darby Allin.
The greatest TNT champion ever. Nah, not really. I love my boy Kevin Knight, but it's Christian Cage if you ask me. But Kevin does have the most defenses, so technically, analytically, statistically, it's Kevin Knight in terms of defenses. But I actually thought the DCF was going to come out here and help Kevin Knight, but Kevin didn't need him. This is why I say he don't need to be a part of the DCF, because he actually doesn't need the DCF.
Kevin Two Belts could be also your AEW.
He can talk on the mic. He's at least decent on the mic, can handle himself, and he's great in the ring. Uh-oh, here comes the other pillar.
From the current TNT champion to the former TNT champion and fellow member of the Don Callis family. The Burns.com Fletcher.
International champion.
International champion, man, who's typically been wrestling as of late with the introduction of Kevin Knight to the Don Callis family tab.
Well, there's obviously competitiveness amongst them, even though they're part of the same family.
They both have championships. They both, spotlights.
He better not come out here disrespecting Kevin Knight.
There's a lot of tension.
It better not happen.
But you can see the face of Kevin Knight. We were showing his face.
Oh, here comes Okada now. Here we go. The greatest tournament wrestler of all time. That boy, Okada.
Continental champion, unified champion, former unified champion, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada.
Hey, W, make me a ring announcer, man. I got you.
A massive tag team bout coming up next.
Bro Okada versus fucking Brodito, of course. This fucking team Brodito, man. This dude, Tony, love that damn team. Ads!
Every match to kick us
We
off.
back.
Congratulations to Kevin Knight, but we've got the whole Don Callis
Bruh.
family out here with us. You guys have a ton of gold here, but 3 big championship matches coming up this Sunday at Redemption. And just
Can't
whoa,
believe,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
man. I broke my damn. Look at this. Look, I done broke my damn. Sheesh. Look at this.
This Sunday at Redemption is if
That's some bullshit.
can scrape himself up off the pavement outside of Fenway where I left him.
Kevin, you have a massive opportunity Sunday at Redemption, taking on Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship.
So true, Renee. So true, Renee. And I'm going to tell y'all how I know that I'm going to become Jet 2 belts this Sunday.
Anyone who watches this, hopefully,
because tonight,
that one viewer
Darby, and I also broke
will turn into 100. 100 will turn into 1,000. 1,000 turns to 100,000, and you get it. Also, thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe.
So what's next for you guys? You've got a match coming up in mere moments.
Oh, he snatched it from Renee. You better be careful of the bald-headed Triple H son looking at.
Impressive, don't you, Kev?
Hold on.
Yeah, you think you're gonna become Jet 2 belts this Sunday? Well, I hope you do. As far as it goes with needing the help of the Don Callis family, hell, I don't need. Get your hand off my title.
Ooh. Kevin is doing a little too much with all that, I ain't gonna lie.
I don't need the help of the family to defend my title either. And just to prove it to your nonchalant ass, I'm gonna go talk to Tony Khan and make sure everybody is banned from ringside this Sunday when I defend the international title against Bandito. And hell, why not? Let's have some fun when me and Okada face Brodino tonight, right now. All of your asses are banned from ringside. Now get out of my ring.
Damn.
Are heating up.
Kyle Fletcher.
The family, we've seen how this played out before. As far as the Alpha, Konosuke
I actually like both Kyle Fletcher and Kevin Knight. This is a little conflicting right here. Oh, here comes. Okay, seriously, Tony, how long is Bandito gonna hold that ROH World title? Seriously. That man holding that belt hostage. Holy moly with 3 cannolis.
And so this tag team battle serving as a bit of a preview for this Sunday night, an absolutely loaded tag team clash as we welcome Don Callis to the desk.
Now, way to keep the peace up there amongst your members.
Wild horses gotta run, as I've said before. I encourage a little friendly competition. It's fantastic. It's real sports, Shivani.
Don Callis says that shit every time.
Kyle Fletcher, Bandito. Starting things out for their respective sides.
Well, I tell you, Kyle Fletcher is fired up, man. Oh, yeah, he took it upon himself to say none of the members
Hey,
of your
South of
family
Heaven
died
35, whoever you is on X, I love to hear
I
it.
don't know if you need
I
to go
love
that
it.
far, in my opinion.
Difference between need and want. Kyle Fletcher doesn't need anything other
Would
than
love to
need.
see it.
I mean, he can do it on his own, but we're a family, and families stick together.
Kyle Fletcher, now the collar and elbow tie, trying to assert his size advantage over Bandito, but Bandito backs the international champion to the ropes. And
I agree with you. All Elite and WV, whatever. Whatever your handle was, brother.
One another's skin ahead of their national championship clash this Sunday night. A switch there from Fletcher, but a nice escape by Bandito. Good hand fighting there.
Yeah, I thought he was going to keep the hammer lock, but he went to a waist lock. Now side headlock by Fletcher. Strong Bandito, very strong athlete.
He's strong, but he lacks leverage.
Lacks leverage. I need to hear this. How's he lack leverage? I mean, he's low to the ground. He's based. I mean, he's stout. I don't know about that, Dom.
The glazing of Bandito, man. They glazed the hell out this guy.
Long arms, big hands.
I guess I would have sold for you. Nice drop.
One of the biggest Krispy Kreme jobs in AEW. Bandito.
Now Brody King.
Well, if you love the long limbs, I get big, powerful guys. You probably would love to have Big Brody, right?
I would love to have Brody King. The problem with Brody King is he likes to think for himself.
Wow. Some
What the
members in your team do not think for themselves.
Oh, they can, but they they prefer me to do it because then they can focus on the wrestling.
Boy, it's really getting deep here. My God.
I got an answer for everything, Shinobi.
I know that.
Brody King, Bandito doing a great job of isolating Kyle Fletcher, former AEW World Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, they have excellent chemistry. Rodito for sure.
Trust each other.
All right, I ain't gonna lie, that tag team move from Bodito was pretty dope.
Great teamwork.
They're not done yet. Bandito. Hoists up Fletcher in the
Holy
chop to the chest. Fletcher flattened out. Lateral press. 1, 2. Fletcher able to kick out.
That good kick out by Fletcher. He was in trouble there, and he got one shoulder, popped that right shoulder up.
And fans, remember, still to come tonight, it is no disqualification for the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship. The Sisters of Sin will challenge.
What the fuck he just say?
Divine Dominion, Megan Bayne, and Lena Cross, plus the Dogs and the
Speaking
Bang Bang.
of,
The war continues.
please take the AEW World Tag Team titles off the Divine Dominion, man. They haven't had one impressive title reign.
Ahead of this Sunday,
Well, they haven't had one
AEW
impressive
Women's
match
World
in the title
Championship
reign, I should
match.
say.
Willow Nightingale and the Toxic Spider, the AEW Women's World Tag Team Champion. Tekla will be face to face, and Mick Foley will be trying to maintain control of the proceedings. And Don, your night continues as the family. Brian Cage, Jake Doyle, and Angel Sarah take on the All-Star Team. Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, and Jon Moxley in our main event.
And
What
with
the
Jon
fuck?
Moxley and Kenny Omega out here at the same time, I will try to be in another city.
That ain't the best main event, but hey, it is what it is, I guess.
Great heads-up maneuver by Okada, Taz.
Yeah, it definitely was. Okada's a thinking man's athlete.
Sheesh!
Might be rethinking tagging in.
Yeah, maybe.
Hot!
Chops are heavy.
And Okada can usually take a pretty good punch.
Or the King Chopper, you know that's gonna hurt. Damn ham hocks of a forearm.
Fletcher flies in the elbow strike. Okada, the back elbow. Now this is where the Don Callis family can press the advantage on the former tag team champions. Bandito into the
Man,
fray.
hands the size of 3 oxtails. Peace!
Okada and Fletcher slow down.
Double team on Bandito.
Right there. Great job by your man there, Don. That was
By
excellent.
Proto Okada.
He got what's coming to him.
Fletcher and Okada with the advantage. Can it continue? We'll find out.
Ads!
Stays live from Nashville. EW International Champion Kyle Fletcher, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, taking on former EW World Tag Team Champions Brody King and
We
Bandito.
back.
He's been isolated by the Don Callis family.
From the ads, at least.
Put on a clinic thus far.
That's the first thing you've said tonight that I've
Proto
agreed with.
Okada
Feel free to say it
versus
again. It really is a
Brodito.
clinic.
Elbow strike. Catching Brody while he wasn't looking.
That was a great move. It really was. Brody's not looking.
Damn.
Take your shot.
A lot of people won't try that with Brody King. Kyle Fletcher got right in his face.
Remember this Sunday, live on pay-per-view on HBO Max, Kyle Fletcher putting his EW International Championship on the line against Bandito. This tag team match serving as something of a preview, but right now, Bandito slips free the grip of Okada. Slips free
Ooh.
locks underneath the Rainmaker. Falls off the
Man.
backs into a tag. In comes Brody King, and the fists are flying.
Damn. Her going crazy with the chops.
It doesn't take much when you get hit by a man that
Oxtail ass hands.
Now Brody charges in. Bandera from Okada sends Brody out to the apron, but Brody,
Damn.
following Lariat, takes down Okada. Intercepts the thrust kick. Fletcher.
Ooh.
Driver on the apron.
Death Valley driver by Brody King on the Kyle Fletcher on the apron.
And that is bad news heading into redemption this Sunday.
You're not kidding.
This man Brody King out here layering in his ass off.
Lateral press, and Okada able to beat the count.
One man has been
Man got lariats for days.
The Don Callis family. One man.
You cannot let Brody King get going, and that is what has happened here. But Okada's got a plan.
Rainmaker was looking for that Gonzo bomb. Okada was looking for that Rainmaker. Both men had counters prepared. But Okada, great strength by Okada. Impressive.
Oh, here we go.
And the neck breaker.
Boy, great strength. It's right, Excalibur. This shows you Okada really has it all.
That's a head trip for Brody King to be picked up like that by Okada. That's not something the big man is used to.
You're right. I think that's a really strong point, Don, because if a guy, a bigger athlete is not used to that, it can throw them off. They get perplexed. Like, what the hell's going on? They don't know how to deal with it sometimes.
Fletcher. That's this running kick in the corner. He's got Brody King lined up.
Whoa, that could be
Signature corner into Gary from Kyle.
brainbuster here.
Oh, hell.
Brody counter. Fletcher on the move. Gets planted. Cover 1, 2. Oh, narrow escape for the international champion.
That was really close. I didn't think he was kicking out.
Shut up, Taz.
Bandito's once back in. He took some punishment as well.
Fans, there's nothing quite like seeing AEW live. Visit AEWTIX.com for all the information. Saturday, September 12th. Make our return to Springfield, Massachusetts, and you can be there for the final stop ahead of All Out as we return to Indianapolis area in Fishers, Indiana on September 23rd. And then just announced, we come back to Phoenix, Arizona for Full Gear live on pay-per-view Saturday, November 14th, the Mortgage Matchup Center. Sales begin tomorrow. AEWTIX.com. Use promo code AEWTV right now. Fletcher with the advantage. Bandito slips out. Boot to the midsection. Caught Fletcher. Flush.
Ooh.
Beautiful anti-air by Fletcher.
Wow, well done.
Fletcher.
Last round.
Plays up Bandito.
What the fuck?
Okada barely broke that up.
Did Okada even break that up?
That was so freaking close.
What a botch.
Battle on the inside, battle on the outside.
Bandito's got
Hey.
Fletcher lined up for a 21
Oh.
plex. No, Fletcher.
I thought he was about to 21 plex Kyle Fletcher. Wait a minute.
Half and half. By Fletcher.
Not today, Bandito.
Maybe out on his feet, maybe not.
Wait a minute.
Bandito drives Fletcher down. 2.
Whew.
Did not have the shoulders completely
Fucking
neutralized.
hot, man. Whew.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. But still, I think Bandito felt like there was enough height and impact, which I thought there was, to get the win, but it wasn't enough. Yeah, we'll take a little look at it here. Look at the elevation. Face first.
Fletcher was set up by Bandito.
Yeah, Bandito did make a mistake there. You are right, Excalibur.
Cannonball senton in the corner. Fletcher got squished. Bandito tagged in. Bandito, a little shimmy in the shoulders. And a front splash. One.
Hey! Ooh.
Gets the count.
What perseverance, what determination by Kyle Fletcher.
I ain't liking this. I ain't liking this. It's too close.
Bandito and Brody, we've seen them employ this tag team. Never before, but Okada was ready for it. Pinpoint accuracy with the drop kick. Okada picked his spot.
Ooh.
Thrust kick, followed by
No fucking way! Kazuchika Okada went for the Rainmaker. On Brody King, he ducked and hit Kyle Fletcher. No!
crashes into the barricade, and now Bandito.
No!
Bandito got Fletcher lined up.
No! Fuck! This damn glaze fest for Bandito.
Couldn't get there in time. And this Sunday,
Unbelievable.
everyone banned from ringside. If Bandito lands that 20
Unbelievable.
Fletcher, we will have a new AEW.
Oh, damn, my bad. Oops. Oops. Gotta look at the way there. Oops.
Let's be honest. Kyle Fletcher was
I
also
mean,
wiped out by his partner.
it looks like Brodito actually won this damn match. There's no way they just beat Kon Okada.
They will get a shot of it here. He is slips into La La Land.
Yeah, Tony.
The Rainmaker followed by the 21 Flex.
The glaze is...
Former AEW World Tag Team Champions. Yeah, that's his face. I just said, look at it. John Callis arguing the decision with referee Aubrey Edwards, but there's nothing more about it. Bandito and Brody King.
Yeah. Send Mark Davidson to beat their ass. Send Dougzilla out there.
And you see Okada saying, I'm sorry to Fletcher. Dougzilla, Mark Davis, AEW National.
Here goes Okada going, I'm sorry.
Understandably so. That was
Bitch.
not meant for Kyle Fletcher, and I can understand how sorry and upset.
Yeah, I don't know. Read the face right there of Okada's body. He's saying sorry, then when Fletcher turned his back, he looks so sorry. That's just me reading minds.
Damn it. Like a water slap in my day.
Fletcher barking at Okada.
Gotta do the right thing. Get uptown. But what a win, huh? And what momentum going in.
That's the name of the game, Tony. Momentum heading into Sunday Live on pay-per-view. Fletcher, Davis, and Lance Archer wait. Second John Callis, maybe. Got the numbers advantage here. Now you have John Callis sending his guys. Yeah.
Don Callis sending in the DCF. And of course, here comes Andrade. Out here looking like a Mexican pimp.
Sunday for the AEW National Championship, Andrade El Idolo. Andrade wants Davis's national championship. He will have his chance this Sunday, live on pay-per-view on HBO Max.
Pointing to the redemption banner up there you see on the left.
This dude Andrade dressed like a pimp, dog.
Andrade evening the odds in this Sunday in Montreal. It will certainly be something when Dougzilla, Mark Davis, Andrade El Idolo meet one-on-one. Is that the Dynamite?
Wait, speaking of pimps, is Andrade's gimmick basically him being a stripper, man?
Wow. Also coming up this Sunday.
I could be, yeah, but never mind. Forget I act that.
Montreal, the Psycho Killer, Tommaso Ciampa versus the Painmaker at Retention.
showing the whole Haymaker Chris Jericho thing. Promoting the match between Tommaso and Chris, obviously. I'm not too excited for this match. I'm gonna be real. They low-key been forcing this feud. You know what I'm saying? It's low-key like a fart. You force it too much, it turns to doo-doo.
It will be violent, it will be wild, it will be unpredictable, it will be no holds barred. Tommaso Ciampa, Haymaker, Montreal.
And Mick Foley. The legend Mick Foley.
One of the new additions to the ranks here in All Elite Wrestling, and coming up next,
Man, all the legends just going to AEW.
the challenger. This Sunday at Redemption for the Toxic Spider Tekla.
Next we have the Thekla and Willow Nightingale face-to-face coming up. And the moderator is Mick Foley. The ads!
The closest thing to fresh air in this
Hardcore legend, it's time
shit.
for Face to Face for the
Sheesh.
AEW Women's Championship. My guest at this time is the current AEW Women's Champion. Say hello to the Toxic Spider, Tekla.
Here comes Tekla. Who actually really surprised me since coming to AEW. Her promos have been amazing. Magnificent.
Very busy past 7 days. Not only is she the AEW Women's World Champion, she's Heart in the Sky Blue. Competed in Tokyo over the weekend and captured the Stardom Trio Championship, aka the hardest Stardom Championship.
Go kill it, girls.
Mick Foley low-key shaking his head, bro. What the hell?
All right. Hey, Bihh, how you doing? Good to see you.
That's your goal, I see. Congratulations.
So let me introduce myself real quick, okay? Hey, it's the AEW Women's World Champion and new Artist of Stardom Champion. It's Tekla 2 belts, baby!
2-belt Tekla sounds better. But hey, that's just me.
We don't have a lot of
That's
time.
just me,
You
though.
know, let's
2-belt
go.
Tekla sounds better. Or Tekla. Why did you say that damn girl's name?
For our challenger, near and dear to my heart, say hello to Willow. Willow Nightingale made her return, surprise return, won the Casino Gauntlet match.
Biasness.
Right to challenge for the AEW
No, I'm
World
joking.
Championship this Sunday.
A little bit.
At Rejection live on pay-per-view. Well,
this right
pleasure
there.
to see you. Are you ready for the task at hand?
Always. And it's always great to see you, Mick. Always great to see everybody here in Nashville. And you know what? What about you? Yeah, it's even nice to see you, Tekla. Face to face. As opposed to, you know, with a cheap shot behind my back. Right? But you asked, am I ready for this? Yeah. I came back from a shoulder injury. I won the Casino Gauntlet. And right now, there's only one match between me and making my dream come true. The dream that I've been holding on to since I stepped into AEW. And that's to become the AEW Women's World Champion. Wow. So good for you, Willow. So glad to have you back. Yeah, yes. Willow Nightingale, everybody. Thank you so much. So good to have you back, Willow. I know you're made of rainbows and birds chirping and sunshine and everything, but right now you're talking to the toxic one, baby. And to be honest with you, I ain't buying any of that smile anyway crap. You see, what I see is you're putting on a mask every time you walk out here. You're bottling up your feelings inside, and then you smile anyway. And I think you're just poisoned inside. So what I think is, let me tell you, at Redemption, I'm going to actually do you a favor, and I'm going to beat that poison out of you. So that everybody can see how ugly you really are. Oh, mask. A mask, huh? Is that what you think? You know the difference between me and you, Tekla, is I've never had to try and convince anybody who I am. I actually think it says a lot about you that you think this smile is fake. Because listen, we all
At this point,
know
I'm starting to think it is too.
that this toxic act is all a facade. And I'm gonna expose it. Because listen, you walk around here like you're the biggest and the toughest.
She is the world champion.
But I think you talk all big because you feel so small.
That makes no sense when she is the world champion.
And you know what? You got this swagger. I'll give it to you. You really do. And it's got you pretty far. It's got you 2 belts. Tekla, 2 belts. But this is the only one that I care about, and you're just a shortcut for me to get to it.
Wait, hold on. Despite all your differences, I do see a lot.
So did
of myself
AEW
in
just
you,
bring
Will.
Mick Foley just to moderate everything now?
Right?
Everything that
Because
goes on,
both of
big
us
matches, they just
were
come on here
champions on
and bring
TBS.
Mick Foley out here for
All
face-to-faces.
of us took a beating and a pounding and still found a way to smile through that pain. Although I'll say, your smile had a few more teeth in it than mine did.
Wow, that's beautiful, Mick. That's really nice. So, but please, can you do me a favor and just shut the hell up straight up? Listen, that's enough of the disrespect. That's enough, okay? Listen, you're the one who's acting like a dumb bitch now.
Ooh!
Listen.
Okay, why she keep touching up on Mick Foley, bruh? Get up off Mick.
And yes, we both smile, but we also stop at nothing to get what we want. He has done some sick and twisted things in that ring. And listen, Tekla, on Sunday, I'll be more than happy to do exactly the same to you. Because I talked a lot about our differences, but we really do have one thing in common, and it's that at Redemption, we have everything to lose. We both want to walk into all
Willow,
as the AEW Women's Champion, but I promise you, I will put every ounce of my soul, every ounce of blood in my heart into it and make sure that it will be me. Wow, oh, look at that. Did you call me a dumb bitch? Is that my line? I never thought I'd hear that out of your mouth. No, this is great. Wow, so Willow, let me tell you one thing. On Sunday, when I'm standing on top of you with my belt and you're battered and beaten and broken and bloody and your dreams are shattered and your rainbows are clouded and your clouds are pissed on, just remember one thing, Willow.
Willow, try not to laugh.
Smile. Anyway.
Willow almost broke character. That's crazy.
Oh, that's great.
Ooh! Smacked in the mouth! Smacked in the mouth! Tekla just smacked Willow in the mouth. Now she's using Mick Foley as a shield. Come on, Tekla. Hey, the tactics. Gotta love the tactics. She's toxic for a reason. Hold on, she flipping off Mick Foley. Hold on. Wait a minute.
It's not done here. You're right, Taz. Talk about that AEW Women's World Championship, the Artist of Stardom Championship, the Stardom Trios Championship. Mick Foley.
Oh, she took her belt off.
Foley's got a tough decision to make here.
Yeah, it's not real right, man.
Yeah, it took Tekla 5,000 years to do that.
Tekla sent reeling out of the ring.
That's crazy how much bigger the AEW belts are compared to other companies, though.
And a former AEW Women's World Champion, always looking at the next AEW Women's World Champion, Willow Nightingale. We will find out this Sunday, live from Montreal on pay-per-view and HBO Max at Redemption. Nightingale, the upper hand here tonight, but it will be a slugfest this Sunday in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And that's not the only championship on the line this Sunday at Redemption. The TBS Championship on the line. Maya World will challenge Hikaru Shida in Montreal.
Oh, look at this! She got the kendo stick.
Why is Shida doing this?
And now they showing Hikaru Shida.
Wait a minute, Maya World is
And now
coming.
they showing when Maya World came and saved Queen Amanaka.
Finals, but I did that. And that
And I've been showing my world.
I've been saying all along, and it's my world now. I successfully defend my championship, and then some nobody from Looker comes and gets in my business. Cheetah, you came back from the injury and became a whole new woman. My world will just be another little tiny blip in the era of the Ace. I already took your kingdom from Cheetah. Now I'm gonna take the championship. The best is Cheetah!
This Sunday at Redemption, Hikaru Shida, My World for the TBS Championship live on pay-per-view on HBO Max. But before we get to that, excuse me, and then also that night, the AEW Women's World Championship title match, Willow Nightingale challenges the Toxic Spider Tekla. And I'm not going to jump the gun this time. Before we get to that, this Saturday, on Collision, My World, Willow Nightingale take on the Toxic
He ain't doing it again.
Hikaru Shida tag team action this Saturday night, 8/7 Central on TNT and HBO Max. There's a nosedive, Tony, but I pulled it out.
You always do, brother.
Here comes the bang, bang, bang.
Good job, that's in the man.
Hey, hold on, what's up with my shit? Where's my camera? There we go. Bang Bang Gang's theme song is so dope.
Switchblade Jay White, maybe looking for a new moniker. Shillelagh Jay White. He's taken that Shillelagh that David Finlay has used to very violent, very effective
Guns up, baby.
destruction. But this battle, this increasingly tense battle between the Bang Bang Gang and the Dogs, really ratcheted up since the return of Switchblade Jay White. The gang got back to full strength, Taz.
Yeah, no, it definitely has. It's yeah, a heck of a matchup here for sure. History here with these two men.
I thought that was Ron Keith for a minute.
Find himself. David Finlay, nowhere to be found, but Tony, as we've seen over the last few weeks and months, David Finlay likely not far away.
Well, the Dogs are a pack. I can use that term. They run together, and this match has a lot going on for it. I mean, we're looking at Jay White, who's wrestled, of course, since his return from injury. But this tonight is his first single.
Got Clark Connors out here.
6 months of 2025.
Got more than 15 minutes.
Mr. 100 proof.
For Switchblade Jay White, in fact, his last singles match was against then AEW newcomer Kevin Knight. It was a victory for Jay White. And think about how far Kevin Knight's come these past 15 months. And Switchblade Jay White definitely fan favorite here. Clark Connors bails to the outside.
There's another thing going on here, and I'm sure the Dogs really feel that Switchblade prevented them from becoming World Tag Team Champions at Forbidden Door.
Last month at Forbidden Door, when Switchblade Jay White made his surprise reappearance, and he did so to repay the favor.
Oh, this man Clark Connors.
Switchblade. I just wanted to point out that the listeners are doing my job. I'll just lay it out then.
No, you know, doing it as
Look at Paul Lincoln. That's fine.
You guys,
And now,
Yeah, for real.
Connors into the ring, but Jay White didn't take the bait.
why not try it right now? Why not? Good job.
Jay White back at Connors up to the corner. And a clean break, but enough help. Connors just a dull sledge. between the shoulder blades and now follows it up with an elbow strike.
Yeah, Jay went for a clean break, and Khan is not having it. Have your back turned, and got to take that opportunity sometimes, I'm sure. If the shoe was on the other foot, Jay would do the same thing.
Handful of hair by Jay White and fans. It's been the summer of sports. Now go behind the scenes, the greatest moments in sports history. The new CNN original series, Decade of Sports, premiering August 2nd at 9 p.m. Eastern and Pacific on CNN, and streaming the next day on the CNN app. Jay White got Connors down. Touched on it a little bit. The history
chop is brutal.
Another
Another brutal chop.
Competed in New Japan Pro Wrestling, both men members of Bullet Club, as was David Finlay. It was David Finlay that forcefully ejected Jay White from his leadership position in Bullet Club. He took out Jay White and he assumed control of that group, and that's something that Jay White has not forgotten.
Yeah, there's definitely some inner rage with the switchblade over that, I'm sure. Coach David, right now, really controlling the arm of Connors for sure. Really worked that wrist a lot into an arm bar.
The smile that Jay White has on his face, almost like he's playing with Clark Connors here.
Toe kicks to the ribs, the midsection. There's Jay White, David Finlay, both men, members of the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo. Wait a second, lap of practice.
If you seen that black ass motherfucker, that was my brother.
Traveled together, both men thought they were friends, thought they were allies, or at least Jay White did. David Finlay, he saw an opportunity to usurp Jay White's position at the top. Whoa! Connors is going toward our desk here. Jay White doing us a favor, getting Connors back into the ring. Are you scared, Excalibur? Well, no, I got you here for a second. Ah, he and Rick Martin are really scared, I'll tell you that.
Ooh. Ooh.
Boy, how about that body blow?
Throwing shots at Excalibur. Good, he deserves it. That racist piece of feces.
Now you can see.
Oh, do you have mine on Excalibur?
Go
Sorry.
and do your research on Excalibur, man.
As now Connors back in the ring with referee Rick Knox in the path of Jay White, and Connors guillotines Jay White.
And Connors has an opportunity here. Get on that rip and get something on. Oh, here it comes. Connors with a spear through the ropes. Jay White, Clark Connors, first man to their feet, will have an advantage. Who will prevail? We'll find out as Dynamite continues.
Back to school is back, and with Walmart's must-haves, you can check off everything on their list.
Even 100's back. issues, which Clark Connors maybe looking to exploit in this match, Dennis.
Definitely now mocking. Guns up and guns down and guns everywhere.
We back.
Body right towards the head area.
Connors running through Jay White.
Damn.
Hard into the barricade next to our desk.
Clark Connors
Right
just
to my right.
yammed that man Jay White into the barricade.
Wait here.
Brutality from Clark Connors during the break. You see this running shoulder block, and watch how awkwardly Jay White went into that middle rope.
See, this is the one thing I do not like about AEW, bro. The rules of professional wrestling do not exist in this company, man. I'm telling you. This match should have been over already. Where's the 10 count?
And now with the shillelagh,
Oh yeah, what match is that? Oh, sorry. That's the best match the writers have ever.
Yeah, one thing about Clark Connors that we have seen, we saw on the outside and on the inside, Taz, is the fact that he can get a burst of speed.
The bald refs and professional wrestling might be the worst refs in all sports, honestly.
Yeah, he does. I mean, in the ring, he hits the ropes hard. But he crashed the burn right there. You don't want to do that against Jay White. Watch this. Ready to win, and Connors wasted the jab right there, blasted it.
Connors, though, despite this setback, I think he still has the advantage on Jay White as we look up to the ring. Jay White pulling himself up to his feet in the corner, but again, sidestep. Yeah, Connors' speed against him. Screw. And Connors, instead of getting carried over Jay White's body, he went down in a heap.
That's the worst way to go, as you know, right? That's how you blow the knee out.
Planet, right?
Yeah.
That is vicious by Jay White. I'm not sure if it was intentional or accidental, but either way, it could be the opening that Switchblade Jay White needs.
Jay White going crazy. He going dumb.
Into the ropes and a body drop. Jay White winds up Connors and scores with a chop. Hammer through reverse. Jay White puts on the brakes, ducks under a knee.
Put this shit up.
Planted him. Cover 2. Connors kicks out.
Jay White showing not only ability, but a lot of quickness in that
How
exchange.
y'all think the first stream going,
Sliding
champ?
right through, getting the advantage.
Let me know.
Jay White was looking for Blade Runner, but instead Connors
Right to the eyes.
A gouge you right to the eyes.
That'll slow any man down.
Connors drives Jay White face first into the knee, and now another spear. Takes White off his
Is that even a
feet.
spear for real?
We mentioned this is Jay White's first singles match in more than 15 and a half months. This is only his second overall match in that same time.
Yeah, so not just a little bit of a cardio thing when you're out of the ring that long, but obviously the proverbial ring rust, even though Jay White is so excellent rope to rope, he's in a bad way here.
It seemed like White was in the midst of shaking it off, but Clark Connors continues to apply pressure. Oh no, wait, Jay White ready for it, but Connors avoids. Oh, yikes. Good job to get his opponent off balance. Jay White scores with that elbow strike. And now Uranage. Leg hook cover made, but Connors able to kick out.
Strong Uranage almost got the win, did Switchblade. He's going to do a throw here, I think. We've seen him do that underhook, overhook throw.
Connors, if you knew it, Taz, Clark Connors most certainly did. And he backed up Jay White to the corner and just...
It is good to see Jay White finally back in AEW
into the head of Switchblade.
after 8,000 to 9,000
The
million
longer the
years.
match goes, the more it probably favors Clark Connors, and I would agree.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree also with that.
Connors, overhead throw.
Just because of how long, as we documented, that Switchblade's been out of the ring.
Connors trying to line up Jay White for that spear.
The best in the biz. Let's see if he can connect.
White waiting. Connors is waiting. Excalibur struggling to his feet. Jay White.
Man, Tony Schiavone be overly blazing.
Connors escapes.
This man say something the best in the biz in a heartbeat.
It's a kick. I'm not sure if that caught Connors on the chin or the chest, but either way, that
Damn.
suplex. Smokes. Jay White Not done. Brings Connors back to center. Blade Runner again. Avoided by Connors. He's got a handful
Ooh.
of times, but now Jay White able to break free. Connors ducks underneath. Nice power slam. Far leg is hooked. And Jay White able to kick out.
Mark Connor's been able to avoid that move a number of times. Here he goes again.
Lining up Jay White for the spear. Can Connors connect this time? He's on the move. No. Guillotine. Quick for a second there.
Sure did.
It's like a standing arm triangle. And Connors goes out.
Wow.
Jay White brings it to his back. And Connors is out.
Unique submission, bro. What the? It's like an inverted front chancery or some shit.
Gets him on that spear. Wow, what a great move that was.
Taz, that's an all or nothing move by Switchblade Jay White. That
submission move was crazy.
Impeccable timing, and Jay White caught him there.
Yeah, he did catch him. And when you trap a guy's arm, when you have a choke on, definitely you can choke a guy out with his own arm. I mean, because it's tight. I don't even know how.
But Connors, Connors just came to. He realized what happened, but Jay White was ready for him. Catches him in the Blade Runner.
Sometimes it's once that, if it's a bloodshot, wait, hold on. Stanley, good God. Even White did
David Finlay coming out here blasting Jay White with the shillelagh.
Great job by David Finlay.
Shades of his daddy.
And he made Jay White pay. The juice. Jay Robinson coming. Swinging that chain like a madman. And David Finlay, Clark Connors, trying to get out of range of Juice Robinson, the straight bullet.
The hell?
David Finlay let Jay White land and reclaim his shillelagh. This is far from over between the Bang Bang Gang and the Dogs.
The hell? They just randomly have a gaming chair out there, bro. What the fuck?
Right, speaking of far from over, it's far from over between the Death Riders and the AEW World Tag Team Champions. This Sunday, the Rated R Superstar Adam Copeland and Christian Cage put their titles on the line against Claudio Castagnoli, the bastard pack of the Death Riders, and standing by back stage are the champs.
Last week on Dynamite, you saw CNC and the Bang Bang Gang finally get on the same page. You also saw that we had to challenge Pac and Claudio for our tag team.
Oh, shit. Dang, as soon as they mentioned their names, they attacked them. The timing was impeccable. Ooh, damn. Ooh.
I cannot believe you have the audacity to challenge the likes of us for your tag team championships.
Wait, didn't y'all challenge them?
Now that doesn't seem very wise.
Wait, I might be a little. Hold on, wait a minute.
So long in the tooth now.
What's up with my damn?
You think you can cakewalk the likes of us? Big players in part of your grand homecoming tour. You listen to me. You are big enough, way more than you can kill legends. On Sunday, we are going to remind you exactly who we are. What the Death Riders are capable of.
Damn, they beat Cope and Christian down.
Between champions and challengers, and now looking ahead to
The World Tag Team Championship is next.
Championship match coming up next. There'll be no disqualification. Sisters of Sin, Divine Dominion.
You heard it. But
You haven't seen the sun in days. So
will be
We
finalized.
back.
It will be no
Hold on, y'all.
disqualification for the AEW Women's World Championship. World Tag Team Championship.
This is a no disqualification match for the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the champions. They are the artists of
Shit.
Scarlet Champions. Julia Hart, Sky Blue, Sisters of Sin.
My bad, y'all. A little
When we saw Tekla
difficulty there.
for the Triangle of Madness this past Saturday in Tokyo, Tekla, Sky Blue, Julia Hart won the Artist of Stardom Championship. That is Stardom's version of their Trios Championship at the opening night of the annual 5-Star Grand Prix tournament. And Julia Hart actually will be competing in the 5-Star Grand Prix tournament in the A block with her first of 7 group stage matches kicking off next Tuesday night at the legendary Hurricane Hall.
Our divine dominion extends from the heavens to the underworld. Now rise, tag team champions enter the arena, and will stand for us. We will bow down.
They are the AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions. Elena Cross, Divine Dominion.
Damn.
It may take some weapons to take the Divine Dominion down.
Ain't bad as hell.
They've been unbelievable. But we've seen the
The Divine Dominion,
But the Sisters of Sin are
according to AEW, the most dominant women's tag team champions.
Julia Hart, Sky
Well, there's barely enough history to say that, considering they're the only, the second champions in history. But hey,
their way free.
I digress.
Think back to last year, Taz, the first ever women's blood and guts match. We saw some pretty incredible things in that match. We saw just the lengths that these athletes are willing to go to win a match, let alone win a championship.
Absolutely. A lot of violence, a lot of intensity. But right now, you got to do that. If you are Julia and Sky, is use your quickness because you're giving up size and strength to the champs.
Thanks. Megan Bain ducked underneath. Lena Cross caught a stray, and then in came Julia Hart with a senton.
Yeah, Taz, you got to literally stick and move, and they were obviously using kendo sticks and moving at the beginning, but they're not done because they're going under the Sisters of Sin going under the ring again, looking.
Sky Blue, well, not just a kendo stick into the ring, but steel chairs as well.
It's a no disqualification match, so it's all good, as they say. And I don't blame the Sisters of Sin for doing what they're trying to do here.
And now Julia Hart with a table. She and Sky.
Well, Sky Blue is the one that called for this. We saw what she said.
And the challenge she was thrown out in Japan. We heard it on Collision this past Saturday, Tony. She was pretty clear.
Yep.
That Sister of Sin, Triangle of Madness, they did not take it well when the Divine Dominion aligned themselves with Mercedes Moné. Mercedes, of course, will challenge for the AEW Women's World Championship at All in London coming up on the 30th of August. We make our return to Wembley Stadium in Buffalo.
And of course, it could be Willow. It could be still be Tekla by the time we get to Wembley.
See, you can scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen. Visit AEWTIX.com for your chance to join us in Wembley Stadium. As now Julia Hart, we're going to punish Lena Cross. Scott with a kendo stick. As Lena Cross held it open. And now this violent little thing, Sky Blue, taking the fight to both champions.
Yes, we're talking about blood and guts, the women's blood and guts match, Brad. I think everybody saw the.
It's still mind-boggling to me how AEW's done Sky Blue.
Of Sky Blue covered in blood.
Well, this nigga Julia Hart.
Into the minds of all who thought, the right hand.
Accident right there.
And I think Julia had a spike, maybe a screwdriver in her hand and inadvertently caught her own partner.
You heard Excalibur.
Yeah, Sky Blue really got the worst of that.
And she's still down.
And before that, she botched the kip up.
Now, Megan Bain to the outside is Julia Hart and Lena Cross back inside the ring. Thudding shots from Julia Hart. Now Julia. Lena Cross in a dangerous game to play. It's the opponent that size. Backfired on her. Unfortunately, great battle.
Hey man, as I was
A lot
saying,
of trouble is hard.
back to what I was saying. It's crazy how AEW has been treating Sky Blue. She hasn't won a damn thing in AEW. She had to go to another company to win a championship. Man. That's some sad business.
Megan Payne and a defiant scream from Sky Blue, but oh god, got split open.
Oh shit!
Blue, that suplex by Payne.
Look like Sky Blue busted up. Speaking of,
is what caused Sky Blue to get busted open, and now
This does not look good for Sky Blue.
oh, oh, holy moly!
rockets the chair. A Divine Dominion Sisters of Sin for the EW Women's World Tag Team Championship. No disqualification continues.
Ads. We bet. I don't know what to do. Damn camera.
Welcome back to EW Dynamite live on TBS and HBO Max. It is Divine Dominion, the dominant AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, facing the Sisters of
We
Sin.
back. Sisters of Sin versus the Divine Dominion for the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship. But if you ask me, the Sisters of Sin actually needs to win this match. Most likely not. Hey, give Sky Blue her first AEW Women's Championship.
I'd say use some more chairs or use a kendo stick here.
And Taz, maybe this is a bit of a roll.
Hey, they going crazy on the cross right now.
They absorbed quite a bit of punishment from the champions. And now Julia
What the
Hart
fuck?
struggling, looking to make a pinning predicament.
Well, I mean, Cross got hit so hard, she was turned inside out, and Julia couldn't turn it to her back. I mean, she's such a large athlete. Couldn't get it to her back. The face of Julia that time, boy. And
Megan Bane,
yeah, barely get to the ring.
crawling out of the wreckage of that table, is now Sky and Julia trying to
Ooh.
this no disqualification situation, but
and make the most of a 2-on-1 situation for the titles.
Alina Cross is so athletic, isn't she?
She is. Now here comes Bane, but Bane was out in the red for a while off that table.
Oh!
that big kick followed up a giant suplex.
Cross hitting that trash can.
Woo-wee.
Megan Bane covers. The far leg is Bachman. Sky Blue pushes Bane's own partner into the pinning predicament to break it up.
Yeah, very smart of Sky Blue to do what she just did right there. You got to just do whatever you can to get your partner to not get beat and lose the opportunity to be tag team champions.
The two teams battling in our part of this huge redemption week this Saturday.
Ooh.
TNT HBO Max hits Collision follow.
And Megan Bane hit big claymores.
And then this Sunday special.
Oh, she hit a claymore.
6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Redemption buy-in followed by Redemption. This Sunday live on pay-per-view on HBO Max, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific.
Battle that we have seen between these two tag teams. This is what the Sisters of Sin wanted, like you mentioned, Excalibur, and you got to give them credit. They're hanging in there with these two gigantic, strong women.
Divine Dominion are the second ever AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, won the titles just over 4 months ago at Revolution. Have made 5 successful defenses thus far. Will this be number 6, or will this be the end of the road for the Megasis and Colossal Lina Cross?
Both teams grabbing their championships.
AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions on one side, 2/3 of the Artist Stardom Trios Champions on the other. Sky and Julia duck underneath, but Bane and Cross ready for them. Pair of boots to the midsections. And now, Megan Bane, Lina Cross, no. Sky and Julia find their feet. DDT, another DDT.
Nicely done, Sisters of Sin.
Sky Blue makes that cover. Lina Cross able to kick out. Blood on the head of Sky Blue, courtesy of an errant attack by her own partner, Julia Hart. But it still does not seem to have slowed Sky Blue down at all, Taz.
No, I told you that earlier. She's got a lot of toughness to Sky, as does Julia. So, a lot of fortitude by those two ladies, and the champs, though, putting it on them. Lina may be going, maybe a superplex here. Lina Cross on Sky Blue.
Broad smile on the face. I like seeing Sky fight her off here. Yeah.
Sky Blue slips between. Lina Cross head wedge. Gets the turnbuckle, the thrust kick. Caught Lina while she was upside down, and she's still stuck in the corner. Sky Blue, what is she thinking now? Sky Blue making the climb to the top, but
Throwing off the turnbuckle to a table, Taz.
Shock slam from the apron through the table. What a save by Megan Bane.
Big time save.
Watch out, Julia Hart.
Julia Hart charging in. And now, with the magic of timing, locked in. Julia Hart, great adaptation there. And Bane's partner nowhere to be found. Remember, it's pinfall or submission inside the ring. There's no disqualification match. And Megan Bane could be on the verge of tapping.
And we could have new World Tag Team champs any second. Oh, look at this. Oh, the power. Oh, man, just
Converted to a tombstone.
that's tough, man. That's a tough lady right there.
Powerful as Bane. So
Yeah,
strong.
Divine Dominion ending it.
From heaven to
that's
hell,
3.
go to Julia Hart. And Divine Dominion remain champions.
Of course. Of course! Hey, that wasn't a bad match, though. This actually might have been the best defense for him.
I don't know what women's tag teams were able to beat these two.
Man, she threw the title belt On Julia Hart, that shit read it right in the fucking face. Right on the
Sky
nose.
Blue, Julia Hart, they called their shot. They thought they would have an advantage and no disqualification match. But Divine Dominion remain unstoppable. The fans, after what transpired earlier in the broadcast, understand that Bang Bang Gang standing by and with something to say to the dogs.
David Clark, where are you running? Huh? Where are you running? Huh? You want to try to pick up the pieces of Jay after he beats Clark, huh? You want to try to jump from behind? How about we chain the dogs up, huh? How about we chain the dogs up to the Bang Bang Gang, huh? How about it, redemption? We do a double chain. Tag team match. You can't run anymore, Clark. You can't run anymore, David.
David, Finley, Junior Redemption. Hi, we are going to give you the beating your father should have. With these chains, we'll make a man out of you yet. And if you ain't going, we still got 2 hours for you. Guns up.
Big challenge thrown out by Juice Robinson.
Main event. Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, and John Moxley versus the Don Callis family. Jake Doyle, Brian Cage, and Hechicero. Ads. We back! Champ versus the Pillar. Well, he's an EVP, so it's the EVP versus the Pillar at Redemption.
We have not seen our AEW World Champion Kenny Omega since Beach Bash, that insane match with MJF. He walked away victorious with that gold, but his big question is how he's feeling physically from that match, but now mentally, just 5 days away from redemption. I caught up with Omega. He said, I've been doing this for 27 years. Things aren't always going to feel the same. The champ's job is never done.
Now let's see how this main event turns out this week. I ain't gonna lie, the main event is it's a little I don't know why they're.
It's Partners first. From Essex, England, weighing 225 pounds. He is the winner of the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament. The area assassin.
Mentioned Will Ospreay the winner of the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament. By virtue of that, he will challenge for the AEW World Championship at Wembley Stadium on the 30th of August. As it stands right now, it will be Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay for the richest prize in our sport. But before Ospreay gets to Wembley, this Sunday, he and Jon Moxley will face the Young Bucks, a tag team battle for the ages.
We saw the backstage, Kenny Omega talking about Ospreay, with Ospreay talking about them. It seemed like, I don't know, it was really each other and they were having fun, but it seemed like there was no seriousness underlying.
They should have Will Ospreay come out of the crowd too now since he's part of the Death Riders field. I guess that means he'll have to come out under Jon Moxley. I don't think. I guess AEW don't want that. So
Kenny Omega.
It would be a fighter interest though.
In the senior position, so to speak, Taz, the more experienced of the two, always been kind of a mentor and older brother.
Yeah, but Kenny Omega is the world champion. And Kenny knows when you have that beautiful championship, everybody, and I mean everybody, wants a shot and wants that belt. Not just the man walking down the steps here, but even, in my opinion, Kenny's own partner in this match. You gotta want the title. It's that simple.
And from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 231 pounds, he is the AEW Continental Champion.
To your point,
Bald-headed Triple H son looking at.
not only becoming a world champion, but saying you defeated Kenny Omega to be the world champion has even a more
The
special.
ace of AEW.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
Basically the John Cena of AEW.
You see the world champ right there.
Basically.
Fans, before we turn our attention to our main event, I want to remind everybody that you are watching All Elite Wrestling on TBS, brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Round out your protection with life, phone, and pet health insurance. Visit Progressive.com. Moxley making his way to the ring. It was some months ago that he vowed to make Will Ospreay the most dangerous weapon professional wrestling has ever seen. It was the training, it was the honing of that weapon that led Will Ospreay to winning the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament. And it could be that training that allows Will Ospreay to become the first.
Also YouTube, don't copyright me, man. I know how y'all be getting.
On English soil
I
at
know.
Wembley Stadium on the 30th of August.
Don't even
Notice
think
that
about
look
it.
that Kenny was giving Jon Moxley as he walked to the ring. Wow. A lot of distrust.
Man, they should have kept Petrocero's old theme song. This theme song's not bad though.
Bringing in the heavy hitters tonight for this main event. Pun fully intended. Jake Paul, Brian Cage, just absolute brute force. But then compare that with someone like Hector Cero, his technique and finesse, a very difficult matchup for the opposition.
Absolutely, and the experience of Hechicero and Cage, stuff like that's another thing too. This is not a walk in the park here for Kenny, Moxley, and Ospreay, in my opinion.
Plus, I think there are a lot more issues on the side of Moxley, Omega, and Will Ospreay.
Tony, you mentioned the withering look between Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega. Thinking back to the very first Dynamite Winter is Coming, December of 2020, Kenny Omega challenged Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship that night in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And it was the influence, the involvement of Don Callis that tilted the contest in the favor of Kenny Omega. And that began Omega's first reign as champion. But it's something that Kenny Omega has come to believe, and I think rightfully so, has tainted that reign as world champion. Kenny Omega is intent on doing things the right way this time around. He's going to have his hands full with Kevin Knight this Sunday at Redemption, live on pay-per-view from Montreal.
That's why we saw that graphic of Ospreay and Omega and Wembley could very easily be the Kevin Knight.
That's why we have to give the caveat of as it stands, because as it stands today, Kenny Omega's world champion, but that could not be the same story at the end of the night this Sunday at Redemption. We see Hechicero, the mad scientist of Lucha Libre, so many inventive ways to attack an opponent and take them off their game, Taz.
Yeah, no, that's what Hechicero's good at, but that's a really good 2-on-1, 2 hands on 1 wrist. Now a little head scissor coming possibly here by Hechicero.
Doing a good job taking hold and taking control.
Not gonna lie, Hechicero could genuinely become a Hall of Famer if Tony Khan books him right.
Hechicero, he also has, obviously that lucha style.
That dude's wrestling style is amazing. That dude's moveset's insane.
Japanese strong style.
That's not American tradition, and not even the typical high-flying Lucha Libre style.
Right.
It's more that Yave style, the
Correct.
Mexican submission wrestling style.
Like we've seen someone like Angelico incorporate for years,
Tag made. Now, Kenny Omega seeing his first action of the match, courtesy of a tag by Will Ospreay.
Tag in by Kenny Omega.
Full-throated support for Kenny Omega here. Now, quick tag out.
Smart. I think that's a smart quick tag out by the world champ right there. Because you want to get your opponent confused on what's going on, and another smart tag there by Ospreay. Just the frequent tags in and out.
Tag in the Mox.
And it's disorienting for the opponent.
Yeah, that's my point. Yeah, exactly.
And all 3 men working on the
tag back into Will.
Not changing up the tact at all.
Tag back into Kenny.
Fans are digging this.
We're going crazy with Hechicero right now.
3 of the greats in the ring against the CMLL World Heavyweight Champion.
Hechicero is reaching for a tag, looking for some relief, and Ospreay wants Omega to tag Moxley in, which thus far Omega has been reluctant to do.
Johnson, come on, got the hand out. He needs to do it.
Don't wait too long with Hechicero. He'll switch on you quick.
That's a great call. What are you doing?
Yeah, not the same enthusiasm we saw previously as Hechicero, though. Taz, to your point, I think.
Yeah, no, he's going to make sure he counters out of it.
Man, Jake Doyle so underrated. Again, I say 1,000 times better than Jake Something. Jake Something was ass.
Stomping down Jon Moxley.
Jake Doyle,
in the corner.
beast. Just keeps losing.
Can match.
Look, he gets jobbed out, but hey.
For his
Well, we saw that one coming. Unfortunately for Jake Doyle, he felt it.
Now, Don Callis family taking advantage. And look, Brian Cage anchoring Jon Moxley.
Dirty tactics from the
I
DCF.
think I got to go back to Kenny's tag, that slow tag. It kind of
The dirty crack finale. No, I'm just kidding.
derailed the team a little bit.
Yeah, Yeah, they had the momentum going in their favor, and that one opening for Hechicero opened things up. And now tag made by Moxley. Ospreay into the fray. Quick series of kicks from Doyle. Big elbow strike. And now Ospreay falls off the chest of Doyle. It's easy getting, but Doyle heads up, no tags out to Brian Cage. Cage just comes in. Shoulder tackle.
They'll just run over
With that drill claw.
Look at the delayed vertical suplex. Ospreay hammering down with the knees. Cage retreats to the outside. Ospreay tries poised to take flight, but Doyle shuts him down on the body block. Shuts Kenny down as well. Hechicero swept John Moxley off the apron, and now the Don Callis family taking advantage of the carnage. Brian Cage, suplex for Omega and Ospreay. Who will leave Nashville? Your winners. We will find out in our main event. Don't go anywhere.
We back!
Needs to make a tag.
Main event, DCF, Brian Cage, Hechicero.
But Kenny.
Jake Doyle
Amazing
versus the Death Riders and John Moxley and Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega.
He's got two choices.
Who's he going to tag in, though? Looks up at Moxley, looks up at Omega.
Get the nearest one, kid.
And Kenny Omega.
Oh, wow, he left his trainer hanging.
The legal man and Omega, the double sledge. To that broad chest of Brian Cage. Look for that rolling sledgehammer shot. Cage ready for it. Move to the midsection. Wow, good power there by Omega. AEW World Champion hoists up the machine. Lights up the green overalls. You
Hey!
escape Brian Cage. Two.
Kenny Omega's got him rocking here.
Omega adjusted up this time by Cage and driven down. And Brian Cage makes the tag. Hechicero now into the fray. We could be watching the mad scientist go to work.
Oh!
Rising knee strike caught Omega flush in the face. Controlling the legs of the
Look at Hechicero. His moves be
is the
insane.
CMLL World Heavyweight Champion. What a story it would be for Hechicero to submit the AEW World Champion Kenny Omega right here tonight.
Yeah, to see another world champion against the AEW World Champion, that would be quite a story. You're right, Excalibur. Quite a story.
And Omega trying to dig in the elbows, trying to make the claw over the ropes or perhaps over the corner.
He knows Kenny's in dire straits. He almost don't want to tag him, and now he's reached his hand out and doing the right thing for the tag.
The animated John Moxley reaching for the tag. Hechicero rolls over, captures the arm, and now Juji Gatami is locked in. And Moxley though just in the stomp. Not the legal man, but he saw what his teammate needed.
It was the right move. It really was.
But Cage and Doyle, the strength just too much even for Moxley to overcome. Omega saved the day there for Moxley. Now brought Moxley back down to earth, and now
Brian Cage, Jake Doyle, ball-headed Triple H son looking ass,
Doyle
and
and Cage.
Kenny Omega brawling it out right now.
Doyle and Cage change levels. Charging in. Doyle gets taken over the top. Cage goes down. This standoff there between Omega and Moxley, and Ospreay flying in the middle.
Saw his moment. Great timing, Will Ospreay.
And now the rapid fire attacks from the Death Riders. We've seen this. A big part of their playbook is Kenny Omega. He wants to get in on the act. How about that? What a trio of offense coming into Hechicero here as Moxley scores with a cutter. Doyle, wild swing in the miss. Ospreay over the top. Now Kenny Omega. Now the full Nelson. Too thick and strong. Brian Cage powers out of it.
You're right.
Moxley. A little bit of assist there for Omega. The German suplex. And now Omega. Snap. Dragon on Cage. Hechicero coming in. And Hechicero trying to fight his way free. Moxley ducks underneath. Inadvertent knee strike. Took out John Moxley. And Hechicero.
Dang.
The flying guillotine from Hechicero. Two.
That was close, man. Kenny was caught pinned by Hechicero. There you saw Will checking in on Mox.
The pump handle there by Brian Cage. The pump handle into the knee strike. Kenny Omega clutching his face, and Jake Doyle just waiting. And
Dang.
elbow strike. Omega's hands were down. He couldn't defend himself. And Ospreay though.
You know, Ospreay barely got there to break that pin up.
Excellent save by Ospreay right there. Yeah, he had to slide around a referee to get there.
That's very impressive.
Now that time Cage said, Get up top, I guess, directing Hechicero.
Hechicero climbing to the top as Cage and Doyle controlling Omega and Ospreay. Moxley shook the top.
Bro, Moxley didn't even do anything. He just fell off the top rope, bro. There is no way.
Back to their feet, drops down Cage and Doyle. Hechicero. Now perhaps last man standing for the Don Callis family. Trigger combination! Wow! Omega covers! And stars the way!
The team of the AEW Continental Champion Shawn Ospreay, the Aerial Assassin Will Ospreay, and the AEW World Champion Kenny Omega.
Despite the friendly fire, the inadvertent friendly fire between Omega and Moxley, those two and Will Ospreay were able to overcome and score the win over some very game competition here tonight, Tony.
That was a pretty good, decent episode of Dynamite. Hold on, look like something else about to happen. Hold on. Oh, Kenny Omega just want a handshake from John. Will John take it? What the fuck? What the fuck? Hold on. What the hell just happened? What the? Bruh. Yo.
Continental Champion, World Champion.
Smooth things up. We've touched on the rough.
I don't know what that was. Wow. And the Young Bucks come out here. John Moxley pushes Kenny. The Young Bucks get on John. Will puts his hand on the Bucks. Kenny Omega tries to back away. Will. Now Jake Doyle comes up in here. What the hell was Jake Doyle doing? Oh, here comes the rest of the DCF. The dirty crack finale. Bro, Trent Beretta, Rocky Romero, Hechicero, Jake Doyle, and Brian Cage are literally the jobbers of the Don Callis family. Literally. They want somebody to have a good match with, but they got to lose. Send in somebody from the Don Callis family. Yeah, here we go. Here's the pillar. There's Kevin. Jumping over the top rope like that dude, because he's the Jet. The pillar. The pillar. The pillar. But that looks like that's most likely going to be all of it for Dynamite. The main event was pretty decent. The storytelling between Kenny Omega and John Moxley was alright. The best match of the night, if you ask me, was the Women's World Tag Team Championship match, the street fight. The Thekla and Willow Nightingale segment was pretty cool. And then there was Jay White versus Clark Connors. Yeah. But that's all I have. Like, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I will be trying to do more of these. I'm out. That's what it is. That's what it be. It's your boy, TB. Peace.